Okay, here's a short video on the Tudor passing sticks that they just came out with recently, I believe in the last couple weeks. This isn't a new product. It's Tudor's version of a product that's been around for probably about 20 years. Probably about 15 years ago, I was introduced to it. It's been altered by a lot of different people, and some additions have been made to it that are not shown here. But this is the basics. From my memory, the shorter stick was red and the longer one was blue, but the Tudor just flipped it around. So you have one stick, two stick, three stick, and this stick here is what you use to measure from the head of the quarterback to wherever the receiver is. So if the receiver falls in to this area, that would be the two stick that you would use to measure. If it falls in this area, which would be the nearest to the quarterback, then you would use the one. If it exceeds this whole thing, then you would use the three. Obviously, from 1 to 3, they get larger. That means there's a larger distance or longer distance from the receiver to the ball that they have to contact for it to be a reception. That's the ball. I threw a ball on top of there. It came with nothing on top, so it just basically you just have to, the receiver has to contact the base of this, which is on a magnet. I threw a ball on there. I have a bunch of balls that are made out of clay. I glued a ball on top of there just to make it look a little more realistic. So what you do is, if you have your receiver and you have your quarterback, and you run the board until you feel like he's open, and once he's open, you stop it, and then you'll measure from the head of the quarterback to where the receiver is and see where the receiver falls within this clear stick. Here we go. So you measure it. That's out of the reach of both of them. So then it would be a red stick, which is further away, which, increases the difficulty of that. Now I put the ball down with the point of the ball pointing towards the quarterback and see if he can contact it. So that would be a reception. Now let's try a quicker pass. Now it's within the 2. Putting the second stick out, that's how far it has to go. Place the ball down, put the point towards the quarterback. Try it again. That time he missed it, so that would be incomplete. Once he clears it and doesn't touch it, that would be incomplete. Okay, let's try an even shorter one. Let's see who's throwing a pass out of the backfield. That would be within the 1. That would be a completion. The ball will be lifted. The cool thing about passing sticks is that the defense can do the same thing that the receiver did. He can react to the ball. So instead of just watching the receiver react to the ball and then the defender not being able to do anything until he catches it, they both can go for the ball at the same time. So you can either get an interception or even a pass interference. So now you would measure. It's within the 2 again. So I can take this second stick, put it there, take the ball, point towards the quarterback. Now both the receiver and the defender can make a play on the ball. That would be pass interference. He made contact with him outside a base width of the ball. So that would be pass interference. So that's just a basic way of showing how they work. I'm sure a lot of people have different rules that they either add on or change from the original rules, which I couldn't tell you who wrote the original rules. But that's the basic way to use them. You have the 3 sticks, blue, white, red, and the ball. And all you do is use your clear stick to measure from the head of the quarterback to the head of the receiver. And whatever area it falls in, that's what stick you use. And if it exceeds the whole stick, then you would use the blue stick, which is the most difficult. So for those who were wondering how to use them, that's the basics on it. Hope I can help.